Tonight it is the Veterans Night. It's Appreciation Supper, and we are having the Quilts of Valor come in, and there will be recipients. I believe it's 12 or 13 recipients going to receive a blanket tonight in honoring those veterans that were across seas and in active duty. Most of the people are local. We do have 2 from Wolf Lake receiving tonight. There's the Frazee Vergas area is also, and maybe extended out to Lake Four Corners. This is very important, especially where we stand today. We need to back our veterans, and our military, in my opinion, has to be strong. And that's why we're doing it in their honor.
I'm Ken Honey. I served from 1959 to 1961 in the U.S. Army, combat engineer. Run heavy equipment when I was in there. I thank the government for that, because when I got out of there, I run heavy equipment in civilian life then for quite a few years. Now I would like to thank the Lions for having a bunch of us ugly old buggers here.
I'm here with the members of the Quilts of Valor groups that are here in Otter Tail County, and those volunteers will be awarding quilts tonight to several veterans. A request is made to the foundation through the website, quiltsofvalorfoundation.org. Quilts of Valor are awarded to active and veteran military who have been touched by war. And oftentimes, it's the first time anyone has said thank you for your service. Years ago, I had a bumper sticker on my truck that said, "I support the veterans." And one day I was walking by that truck and I looked at that and I thought, support should be an action verb, not a passive verb. And shortly after that, I heard about Quilts of Valor, and we started a group in Perham. And since then, a number of other groups have sprung up around the northern part of the state. Much more quilting is done in the northern part of the state than in the southern, and so we're blessed to have awesome volunteers, and they truly are committed to honoring these veterans, and hopefully they are comforted by the quilts that are made. So sometimes we might hear from one of the recipients of the quilts, most often not. And that's fine, because it's not a gift. It's not something that we expect any thanks for or anything like that. But occasionally someone, because we only put our first names on the quilts, those that piece it and quilt it and finish it, only first names. But sometimes either the veteran themselves or a family member will work very hard to find out who made it. And so we sometimes will get a thank you card, or one time we actually got a visit from someone from Tennessee that had received one of our quilts. But honestly, that's, I don't know, that's certainly not why we do it. And yes, it's kind of a bonus when we hear from them, but at the time of the award, and they're only awarded in person. We don't send them through the mail or the UPS man or anything like that. They're only awarded in person, and only to living veterans or active military. And when we're able to wrap that quilt around them and tell them thank you and welcome home, that's enough. That's all we need to keep going.
Hi, my name is Chuck Berg. I served in Vietnam from 1969 to 1970. I was in the service from 1968 to 1970. Served around in the Tay Ninh Fishhook region in the infantry with Delta Company, 2nd of the 5th, 1st Air Cav. And we're here tonight to get a quilt of honor, and I'm very appreciative of the people that put this all together, and thank you very much.
So I was invited here tonight to speak about the honor flight just because we got to restart this year after COVID. We did 3 successful flights, and this is a Veterans Appreciation Dinner. And so there's about 45% of the attendants are veterans, and many of them haven't gone on a flight yet. So they were interested in hearing more about what the honor flight is and how you can apply. So when we go on a flight, we charter a plane from Allegiant, and then I reserve 100 hotel rooms at the hotel in Crystal City. And we were a two-day, one-night honor flight trip, but we lost the ability to rent the police officers out there for escorts. And so rather than taking anything away from the trip, we actually added another day. So we see Fort McHenry, FDR, the National Archives, of course the Korean Memorial, the Vietnam Memorial, the World War II. We do the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and we're doing a trolley tour through Arlington as well. And then we stop at Iwo Jima, the Air Force Memorial, the Navy Memorial, and so lots of stops there we pack in 3 days. It's really a busy trip. So anyone can apply that served before May 7th, 1975, which was the declared end of the Vietnam War. So as long as you served before then, you're eligible to apply, and your name goes on the list, and we take you in the order received. So it doesn't matter where you served, what you did, what your service connection is. As long as you served before that date, you are eligible. And you can certainly call our toll-free number to get an application mailed to you, and that's 218-28-HONOR.